I'm going to try to sum up my frustration about this new law coming from the CDC in under 5 minutes. It's going to be really hard, but I'm going to try. I've been rehearsing it all along. Look, there's a new law, August 1st is going to go into effect. You will not be able to import a dog into the United States unless it's 6 months old, unless it's healthy, has its rabies vaccine, and a health certificate and a CDC form. Here's where the problem comes in. The 6-month-old law is making that the dog must be 6 months old. That part of the law is going to stranglehold a lot of great dogs from entering this country. Right now, you can bring a dog in, like I did with Shmuley, at 10 weeks old. Okay? Now, to change that law to 6 months old means breeders are going to have to hold those dogs back, which all the good dogs are going to be sold out, and they're going to have a couple dogs back that they might have for 6 months. Those dogs are not going to receive proper training, socialization, integration with you. You want a dog that's young. You want to start to shape the dog to what you want the dog to be, whether you want the dog for hunting, agility, protection, obedience, whatever you want the dog for, or you just want a really nice pet from European bloodlines. You're not going to get that anymore because your rights are being taken away from this. Okay? A lot of unethical rescues have been bringing in sick dogs for years. Tens of thousands of them. This law is intended to curb the importation of rabies. There hasn't been a case of rabies in the United States for 50 plus years, maybe more. But this law is saying, oh, we need to protect the dogs here by not importing dogs with rabies. Well, I'll tell you, unethical rescues have been bringing in dogs from Asia, South America, the Middle East, Eastern European, sick dogs, behaviorally messed up dogs. All the while, we're killing hundreds of thousands of dogs in this country. Okay, so that's completely unethical. But those people won't be able to bring in dogs under 6 months old either, but they're going to be able to probably lie about it because those are rescue dogs. And how do you know how old the dog is? Who knows? The vet's going to have to look, or somebody's going to have to make a determination by looking at the dog. And I can tell you right now, the difference between a 3 or 4 month old dog and a 6 month old dog isn't that big of a difference, and it can easily be forged. But ethical breeders in Europe who actually have a birth certificate and health certificates and everything on the dog will not be able to import those dogs, and it's going to affect those people and the people trying to buy those good dogs. You have a right to buy those dogs. If you want a rescue dog, I have no problem with that. Get a rescue dog. But just like you have a right to get a rescue dog, I'm not taking away that right from you. I have a right to get a purebred dog that I want to use for working. But the rights are being taken away. So who's going to suffer from this? Anybody who is a scrupulous, good-natured, honest person who's going to try to get a dog from Europe. Want a 10-week-old puppy? I got my 10-week-old puppy. You want a 10-week-old puppy? No, after August 1st, you can't get them anymore. That's it. Done. Can't import them because they're too young, because there's a rabies risk. The rabies vaccine, if it's in the mother, carries through into the dog. And if it's coming from a rabies-free country, which there's a list on the CDC, which are rabies-free countries, they're not going to carry rabies because they haven't had rabies there for a long time either. And the mother is vaccinated. That means the puppy carries the immunization from the mother. Tell you who's going to benefit from this. You want to know? You want to really know? Puppy mills. Puppy mills, backyard breeders, unscrupulous Craigslist breeders who are just breeding the crap out of dogs. Like I saw a guy selling a dog off the side of the road, 3 German Shepherds at $300 each. He said, oh, the Eastern European bloodlines. No papers, no nothing. This guy can keep breeding dogs and pumping them out and selling them for $300 on a street corner, but you're not going to be able to buy a good dog out of Europe because the CDC is chokeholding your right to live a happy life with the dog you want. If the overreach of the government through the last couple of years hasn't shocked you enough that you have to toe all these lines for the government and you're not upset yet, you should be furious. You should be so upset. I am. So people ask me, what do you think I should do? And I'm going to wrap it up by telling you, vote. Think about the people who are imposing this nonsense legislation. Think about the people, the politicians who have these crazy ideas that do nothing but take your rights away and don't make the world a better place or make your life better. Find out who those politicians are and don't vote for them. Out them. Out them. Show how angry you are. I'm angry. I mean, I got my puppy, but I'm angry for my friends who might want to get a puppy, for my friends who are breeders in Europe breeding really good dogs who might want to sell them out to the United States. The benefit to all dogs is going to be affected by this nonsense law going into effect by the CDC. Stand up, be upset, make your voice heard, and God, please try to vote for people who give you your rights. That's all I got to say for today.